Greetings in the name of the creative force of the universe, no matter what land or label or language. Oh man, what's up, family? How you doing today? How you doing this evening? Yeah, we got an evening edition of the Mathematical Universe. Of course, it's your brother King Simon here. Make sure you share with all your friends and family because today's topic is going to be, this is the topic today. Numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the Creator for guidance. Notice I say one of the symbolic languages. All right, now, I'm not claiming that number is the is all or be all, like I said in my book. I said it is one of. And you got religious symbols, you got letter symbols, you got spiritual symbolism that can guide you. Either they can guide you to the highest representation of who you are, or they can guide you to the lowest representation of who you are. It's totally up to you which one you're going to take. That's totally up to you. You know what I'm saying? We watched the movies. We've seen The Omen. We've seen Damien and Omen. We've seen all of the scary movies where they're using symbolism to bring about the negative energy. And then you could go to other movies where they use the positive symbols to bring out the positive energy. So, we all watched The Wizard of Oz at one time where there was the wicked witch and there was the good witch. All right. So which are you going to be? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Which are you going to be? Either you're going to be the wicked witch or you're going to be the righteous and the good witch. So which, I'm going to write it down. Which are you going to be? Are you going to be in this realm? Because there is a choice. You can make the choice. Here it is. Which are you going to be in this realm? Because we have the good and we have the bad. We have the positive, we have the negative. We have the constructive and we have the destructive. And remember, the word which comes from Wicca, which means wise. So, which wise move are you going to take? So, don't get scared of the word which because of how they taught us and what they taught us. They taught us wrong, but yet they reveal the little nuances in these movies. That's why people like Dr. Phil Valentine used to teach us about watching movies. People like Bobby Hemmett used to tell us about watching movies. People like Jewel Pookrum that used to tell us about watching movies. People like KT, the arts degree, now tells us more about watching movies. And there's other people out there that love to decode movies. And they might come from a mathematical perspective. They might come from a symbolic perspective. They might come from a religious perspective. They might come from a spiritual perspective. It is a perspective, and all perspectives are right, whether they're going down the righteous road or they're going down the negative road. That's it's right because that's what the road they were supposed. That's why which are you going to be in this realm? I'm striving to be one of the good witch in this realm. I'm a good witch in this realm because I do something called numerovation, which I want to motivate you to be your best using the numbers and realizing that the numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the creator for guidance. Because, you know, one thing I've learned over years, and I've been in all the three major religions. I've been in Hebrew, I've been in Islam, I've been in Christianity, then I've been into the Rastafari movement and all of that. I've been down all those roads, studied with the Moors and all that kind of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. I've lived a life. And one thing I can really say that every one of them have a perspective that wants to lead you into the promised land, into the hereafter. So, and it's good. And it's not that it's wrong, nothing wrong with that. All right. So today's topic, family, is of course, numbers are one of the symbolic languages. As you can see right here, numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the creator for guidance. And hey, I might just do, I can't do a call in because I'm out of town. I'm not really up near my phone. I haven't set up my phone line. But more than likely, I will allow you, if you circulate a donation, circulation and donation driven show. If you circulate a donation with at least $10.10 and up, I could probably break down your name and let's stay with the name instead of the birthday because I like what I've been doing on Instagram with people like LL Cool J's name and people like Minister Farrakhan's name and people like Khalid Muhammad's name. If you look on my Instagram, I've been breaking down names like Kendrick Lamar. I'm thinking about breaking down Drake. There's a few other Machel Montano, the soca artist. Bob Marley is up there, so I'm not leaving any genre out. I can go to any genre with your names. And I'm only using the Pythagorean system. I'm not even using the Chaldean system, which can bring a whole nother aspect to it. But it will still have a similar connective thread that will still be a part of that person's name. So the names that you choose in this lifetime is very important because the names reveal the expression that you came through with, the soul urge, the inner you, the outer you. It expresses also helps to guide you to your gifts, your talents, and your skills. Let me say that again for the people in the back of the universe. Your name, first, middle, last name, the ones that you choose that you might call spiritual names, whatever you're doing with it. Whatever you're doing with it, I'm letting you know that you have the choice to make certain gifts come to light, like I have by using the numbers, like Lloyd has, like Ian Levanzant has, like Queen of Four has, like people like Wesley Snipes have. They have tapped into the numbers and used it. They didn't abuse it. Well, Wesley went down the tax evasion, but that was cultural thing. That was a cultural thing that he decided because he tried to follow somebody, to get that kind of guidance to see if he. But if he would have stayed on his his mathematics, he would understand why. He, One thing, let me say something about it. And big up to Wesley Snipes if he's ever watching this. I've met him like once or twice at the I met him at the martial arts thing years ago. My children was there when they was little boys and all that kind of. Three of my boys was there, and Wesley Snipes is born on July the 31st. And when you add that 7 plus the 31, that equals 38, which adds up to a number 11. So he's a master in martial arts. He's a masterful actor. He knows how to get into different scenes and do what he got to do, not just martial arts. However, that 31, anything connected to the number 4 and the number 8 in numerology is connected with legal issues if you're not careful. That's why those two numbers are known as the primary numbers of discipline, structure, organization, realigning yourself so you can build on what you want to be. And because 4 and 8 can be connected to legal issues, if you're not disciplined, you could lose. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you know, and then know that, you can lose a case also when you're dealing with that 4 and 8 energy, or if you're in that 4 and 8 vibration, or you're born under that 4 and 8 vibration. So I know if I Googled up his whole birthday and I did the year when he got arrested, I know it would all equate out. I've done it already years ago when it happened, when Wesley got, and then I said, oh man, he's in that kind of year. Boom, 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 bam. And then he's born on the 31st, which can be a number of seclusion and lockdown, because that number 4 is a number of confinement in a box if you're not structured mentally, physically, and spiritually to build yourself or rebuild yourself or reestablish yourself in a disciplinary way. Just letting you know how the science of numbers work, even with Wesley Snipes, even with a Kendrick Lamar, even with Eminem, even with people like what's her face, the beautiful one from out of Barbados, Rihanna. All these numbers have a vibration that can give you some great guidance to take you where you got to go if you're willing to put in that playful and joyful work. I call it plurking. I be plurking. I be plurking to the east and plurking to the west. I be playing and working. That's what plurking means to me. If y'all getting your little dirty mind, get out the gutter, get out of the gutter. So today is one of those days that I feel like if you choose to circulate, of course, circulate or donate the price, the amount that is, of course, $10 and up, like they're right there, boom, doing $10.10 and up, $11.11 and up. I can deal with your name. I want to help people. That is my job. Brief advice. It's not long. It's up to you. But I'm just letting you know it's about the brief advice that we can offer you so you can reveal some of the gifts, talents, and skills that each one of you have. But some of us is allowing it to stay dormant. Some of us are allowing our gifts and our talents and skills to stay dormant. Our parents have done that to a certain extent. Some of our parents have allowed their gift, talents, and skills to stay dormant. Man, and and that's why I said, so let me do something. Let me do something a little different today. Let me do something a little different today, because I know it's important that we, as a people, as human beings, get the guidance that we need. It's like I was listening to Joe Dispenza today, right? And we know Joe Dispenza is a master at what he does. He's born March the 22nd. Go figure that one out. He is a master of communication, because that 22 is not only adds up to a number 4, although many numerologists will tell you not to break down the master numbers when they show up. I tell people look at all of it. So 22, although 22 is the master builder, master teacher, master architects and what they do, but the two and the two equals four. So the building lower the lower frequency of the 22 is a four, which still says that that person have to be mentally, it has to be willing to reorganize and rediscipline and keep their stuff in all together. And because the 22 and the number two deals with internal development and internal growth and the intuition, Joe Dispenza has done his work, especially with the mind, epigenetics, and all of that. So big up to Joe Dispenza, being born on March 22nd. And you wouldn't believe he's born the same day as Asir, the Duke of Tears, who will be at the Gathering of the Masters, and it has been sold out. Yes, 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 y'all. To the beat, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. That you don't stop. It has been sold out. Brother Rich has been trying to tell y'all. I am the MC for the event. So we've been promoting it. I've been promoting. Rich has been promoting it. It's been sold out, and we not even. It's not even a month before the event. We're not even in the month yet. It is sold out. So don't even try, unless he gets the spillover room. The spillover room is where you're going to see the video connection. We're definitely working on the after party. So it's been sold out. And if you can't make it to that one, make sure y'all come to this tribute to Dick Gregory coming up in October. And it's going to start with a less price on July. So it won't be $111 until the month of. That month of October, that's when the $111 is going to kick in. But I'm going to start it off early. So you get two tickets. You'll be able to get two tickets for $50. So $50 for two-day event? Man, stop playing. Y'all need to be in the building in October. And that's my 29th celebration in promotion and production. And we're confirming, we're locking in Mark Gregory, the nephew of Dick Gregory, is going to be performing live in Georgia. And that's going Brother Rich is going to speak because he worked with Dick Gregory. Dr. B. Sirius is going to speak. Tassili Ma'at is going to be offering the libation. Blue Pill is going to be providing the food. And then the next day, we have Baba Ashra Kwesi doing a whole tribute to the ancestors, ancient ancestors. So in October, we turned up again. But again, in August, this is sold out. The Gathering of the Masters are sold out. We're going to sell this out next. This is my 29th anniversary. I'm in my 11th personal year cycle. We're going to turn this out and sell this out too. We're going to sell this out. Y'all going to want to be at a comedy show. This is probably the first conscious comedy show that I'm bringing. But I know Sonetta did a conscious comedy show one time at his award show. He had a Black Power award show years ago. Big up to a House of Consciousness award show years ago. Sonetta had my good friend Gerald Kelly. Big up to Gerald Kelly, who did the comedy show. But this time I'm having Dick Gregory's nephew, who was inspired by his uncle to do comedy. October 12th and October 13th. So make sure y'all get your early bird tickets as it goes on sale on July the 1st. All right, so right now we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in. So family, numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the Creator for guidance. I know we studied Kabbalah, where the Hebrew also is connected to the numbers of Kabbalah, and also gematria is also connected to the letters. Yes, it is the letters and numbers are all symbology. And it's important to learn how to use it. Like I said, I keep it simple. I'm not going to get into no deep breakdown because sometimes if you keep it simple, it's easier for the human to latch on, and then they do what they want to do with it. They keep on moving and become greater at what they want to do. So it's important that we learn and understand the need to put your name and your birthday to work, because the numbers came through to guide you, not control you. And it's at your hands, it's at your mind, it's at your spirit to put it to work. So if your name added up to a number 22, or if your name added up to a number 33, if your name added up to a number 10 or 1 or 2 or 3 or all the way up to 100, whatever it adds up to, you can put each one of those interpretations of the numbers to work. You can put them all to work. Put it to work. That's all we ask for you to do is put it to work. Your name is such an important part of it that even the great even the great philosophers of the past have said there's so much in a name. There's so much in a name. If I Google up some of the basic meanings of a name, the basic sayings of a name, quotes about a good name. What when I Google quotes about a good name. Let's go to the quotes about good names, right? Various quotes about good names. It says, names are the notes that compose the symphonies of our lives. Woohoo! Do you hear what I just said? Let me put that in the. Let me put this in here. Let me put this. Let me put this in. This is what I just Googled this up, right? I just Googled it up, and I want to put it right here in the chat right now. Put it right in here in the chat right now. Why you gotta be careful what names you choose in this world. Look what it says. It says, names are the notes that compose the symphony of our lives. A good name is like a precious gem, valued and cherished by those who possesses it. Names are the breadcrumbs that lead us to the understanding and connection in a world of labels. Let your name be a reflection of your true self. Man, do y'all understand what I just Googled up right here in your face on YouTube on in the live. Matter of fact, let me share screen. You know I'm gonna share screen. Stop playing. You know I'm gonna share this screen. I'm gonna let you. I can show you better. I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me tell you this. Your name, Lord of mercy, your name. There it is. It's highlighted right there. It's highlighted right there. Names are the notes that compose the symphony of our lives. A good name is like a precious gem, valued and cherished by those who possesses it. Names are the breadcrumbs that lead us to understanding the connection and understanding and connection. In a world of labels, let your name be a reflection of your true self. Oh, silk is silky now. Let's get some of the noted people that speak about names. Confucius said, if I'm right here, I'm highlighting it right there on the side. Confucius said, if names are not correct, language will not be in accordance with the truth of things. That's what Confucius said out of Asia. It's right there on the right hand or towards the far way. I got it highlighted right there. This is what Confucius said about the name. If names are not correct, language will not be in accordance with the truth of things. Let's see what Homer says about name. How vain without the merit of how vain without the merit is the name. How vain without the merit is the name. It's important that every name that you have good merit behind it, because a merit is something that is saying that person have something good behind it, something. And if you look up the name merit, if you look up the word merit, meaning, when you look up the word merit, and you know Brother Rich last name is merit. So it's interesting that our dear brother has that name. And the name merit is the quality of being particularly good and worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or reward. That's what the name merit mean. And Brother Rich, his last name is Merit. So what did Homer say? He said, how vain without the merit is the name. It will be vain that your name doesn't have some merit behind it. That's basically what he's saying. So you have to have, and because the word merit means the quality of being particularly good and worthy. And each one of you have a name that can be potentially good. You don't have to walk the street with negative names. You don't have to walk the street with always people having to watch. You have to watch your back because you didn't make a good name for yourself on these streets. You got to be very careful. You got to be very careful. So if you do want a brief breakdown about the name, you got to circulate and a minimum donation of $10.10 or up, and we could get it in. I got no problem getting it in after that, because it's all about how you do it, and and the more you circulate and understand that, then you know how to use it, because the names again reveals the gift, talents, and skills. The names again reveals the gift, talent, and skills. The names again, and even if you got crazy names that you feel is crazy that your mama gave you and all that kind of stuff, no, even any name, I don't care. I knew a girl named Aquila. I knew a girl named Aquila. Now, she wasn't the most beautiful person in the class back in the day. I think she got better now over time. But this is when we was in our PS, public school. But if I broke down the word Aquila, it means something vibrationally, numerically. It means something from a numerational perspective. So even if your name is Pookie James, like this person, there's a meaning to that. Whether you want to use just James or you want to use just Pookie, there is still a meaning. There is a meaning to everything that you do, every name that you choose. I don't care what kind of name you got. I don't care what name you got. Some people have what quote unquote slave names. Some people have quote unquote righteous names. Some people have quote unquote spiritual names, Islamic names, Hebrew names. As long as they have words, as long as it has letters and is connected to a number, we can break it down. We can break it down. We can explain it. You could even Google it. But one thing about Google, because Google is more data information, they only give you the basics, where I'm going to give you the spirit and the soul behind it, because I come with the compassion. I come a little different when you do a session with me, because I come with the compassion of what you need to do and stop playing. What you need to do with your name and stop playing. So, hold on one second. Deborah, you say for your daughter. Well, I'm just going to do her first name. I'm going to do her first name, and we're going to break down her first name only. So if you're looking at her first name only, right, and her name is Tamara. Yeah, I think it's Tamara. You got up there, Tamara. Let me write it down first. Let me write it down. Okay, when you got Tamara. So listen carefully, Tamara. Just your first name, because your first name is your active name. Your first name is your active name. So the first thing with the name Tamara, you got to remember that the name Tamara with the T, that T in tomorrow deals with the number 2 in the Pythagorean system, and might deals with the number 4 in the Chaldean system. But to keep it simple, we'll stay with the Pythagorean. But the 4 is also letting me know that there's a certain foundation and a certain mental foundation that she has. But the number 2 in Tamara, the T, is harmony, balance, and partnership she has to work on. She has to always try to stay in harmony, balance, and partnership. Then the A in that name Tamara, let me put it on the board here, because Deborah just sent a certain amount, sent 1111 for her daughter. Now we're going to focus on just the name tonight. Her birthday is the 26th, so we already know it's discipline, and she has to learn how to focus and learn how to use money appropriately. You know, I got it, but the name is spelled is Tamara or Tamara. Well, it's spelled Tamara. I see Tamara. I see how it's spelled. Yeah, I'm going by what it's spelled like. I'm going by what it's spelled like. I'm going by the spelling of it, what you sent to me. You can say Tamara all you want to, but I'm going by the spelling that's on the birth certificate only. That's on the birth certificate only. Now I don't have my chalkboard. I'm not in Georgia. I'm really in Brooklyn right now, but I'm going by the first name only. There it is. So when you have the T, the first initial, like I always says, is the initiator. That initiate what sets her to be who she is before the other ones come in, the other letters come in. And usually in certain systems of numerology, let me take this off the board real quick, stop sharing this. In certain systems of numerology, the first letter represents the first 2 years of her life, especially in the Pythagorean system. The first letter represents the first 2 years of her life. Then the next letter, because it adds up to an A, represents the third year in her life. So in the first 2 years of her life, she needed balance and harmony, especially between mother and father, because the number T, the letter T, is the number two, is connected to the number two, and that deals with harmony and balance and partnership. So Tamara had to see better partnership that would help balance her out, because that's the initial number. Even me, in my first name, Tyrone, that number T needed to see my mother and father in the first early 2 years, which I did. That's why I'm still connected to my father today. Although we went through our trials and tribulations, the T always have to have balance because of that number two. The A deals with the leadership because it's connected to the number one. The leadership, the individuality, and the creativity that she has. And then the letter M adds up to the number four, which deals with mental stability, practicality, the need to put in that hard work, and then it leads again to that A, which is leadership, individuality, creativity, but also the need to not second guess themselves. So when you see a lot of ones in her name, because she got a lot of A's in her name, there's a lot going on when it has a lot of A's. Then she has the R, which deals with humanitarian, the need to help people, spiritual awareness, and also global consciousness. So because it's in her first name, the number 9 only shows up once. That might be less on the totem pole, but it can be very helpful along the way for her to connect with people on an international level. So you could go, I'm telling you, you could Google all this up, but they're going to be simple with it, where I'm going to go in and explain it. And this is just her first name. Remember, the first name is the active name. The middle name is the bridge, or the bridging the gap name. And the last name represents what you inherit. It's the hereditary name in certain system of numerology. So again, that number A shows up. So the name Tamara has a strong energy of harmony, of course, and balance because of the lead number 2. But she has triple A's in her first name, which deals with the advancement and the higher level of leadership. So she would do good in business. She says what she means and mean what she says, of course. She can be very assertive when she wants to put herself into something, and she would be good at running her own business if she got into it. Then, of course, the M deals with practicality and learning how to be stable. And then, of course, the R deals with humanitarian and spiritual awareness. So she has to develop that. But when you add it all together up, it adds up to a number 18, which is a 9. So she always has to learn to finish what she started. Whatever she does, she has to finish what she started. That's what Tamara has to do. Finish what she started. Because Tamara is a feminine name, and it comes from the Arabic and the Russian origin. All right. And it means date palm tree or bitter or respectfully. So in numerology, the name Tara reflects a strong, compassionate individualism with a sense of purpose and creativity if she used that active name correctly, Deborah or Deborah. So true. Hey, girl, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm not doing the year that she's born. I'm not doing her birthday. I'm not doing all of that. I'm just doing the name because the gifts come with the name. That is the gift that she has. What she does with the gift in whatever field she gets into, that's up to her. Whether she's going to be a leader at her gift, whether she's going to show harmony and balance with her gift, that is up to her. She has the choice. So I hope that helped Tamara in some way. Tamara, my beautiful sister, I hope it helped you in some way because you need to stay guided. Remember, the names are very important. Names are very important. Like Confucius says, if names are not correct, language will not be in accordance with the truth of things. So if your name is not correct with you or connected to you in any way, so even if she's born on the 26th, 26 is one of those numbers that got to be very careful of the decisions that they make in life, the people that they allow in their life. They also got to recognize who are assets and who are liabilities just because she's born there, born in that. But because her name Tamara adds up to the number 18, which is a 9, she has to be very careful of straight up haters. And she has to be careful. She has to also be mindful of letting people pull her down. She has to recognize who are assets and who are liabilities in her life. Get rid of the liabilities, keep the assets, period. Straight up, no chaser. Straight up, no chaser. All right. Boom. Let me see. Somebody else just sent some funds too. Let me check. All right. Okay. We're going to deal with the first name only. Dorian. Dorian Michelle Nair. Yeah, you got a lot going on in that name, but I'm dealing with the first name only because in that first name, that's what we call the active. Now, Michelle has the double L, so you could see the master number 33 in the double L's. A lot of people won't look at it, but your brother looks at it. King Simon, when you're ready to do a full session with me, I'll get it in, but I'm going to get it in with this name now. Let me remove this one here. Hold on one second. Yeah, Dorian, I got you, Dorian. I got you. I just got it. I got Dorian. I got it. I'm going to put it up there right now, Dorian. I see it right now, Dorian. So it's very important that, let me write it down. First. Let me write it down, Dorian. Let me break down the numbers to it because this is mathematics we're dealing with. We still have to add and subtract here. You know what I'm saying? I still have to add and subtract. So again, so let me do this. Okay, great. So Dorian, let me put it all in capitals. When you do things, you got to do it all. Usually got to do it in capital. Dorian. And boom. Let me make sure. All right, Dorian. I'm gonna move Tamara out of here and put Dorian up. All right, Dorian. What's so interesting about your name? Especially in the Pythagorean system. In the Chaldean system, it could have a little different nuances, but I'm going to keep it simple because that is the most popular, but I'm going to add my twists and my soul into it. The name Dorian, right? It breaks down to the number 7. So it tells me that you could be a deep research. Matter of fact, you getting into something like this, like metaphysics or spirituality, Dorian will do well in it because when you break down the word Dorian or the name Dorian in the Pythagorean system, it adds up to the 34, which is a 7. So the 3 and the 4 are communication numbers. So not just communicating physically, but also communicating spiritually. But the name, the D, tells me that the first 4 years of your life had needed to be stable, needed to have hard work. You could have had hard work. Maybe your mother or your father put hard work. They had you doing chores and all that kind of stuff as you started getting older. Or, communication could have been a little hard by you trying to learn how to talk a certain way and learn how to write your name or do things. Or you were somebody that had to be stable. They had to make sure they had you in a stable life because that D is the 4. And then the O is the 6, which deal with you needed love and nurturing and responsibility. If things threw you off balance, that could cause you to have mental problems of you thinking of things in the past and holding on to things because of that lead letter number D. D is one of the numbers, the letters that add up or connect to the number 4, where it holds on to things a little bit deeper than others. And then plus your name adds up to a number 34, which is a 7. And that 7 always holds on to things. But I always tell people that are connected to the mental health numbers in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. In my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I'm trying to show it right here, but It ain't happening. I'm trying to show the book right here. But in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I talk about the 4 and 7 being the primary numbers of mental health. And when you have those numbers, there's things that tell me, because of that name Dorian, there's things that tell me that you hold on to things a little bit deeper than others. And you needed stability, you needed love, you needed to be nurtured. I hope your parents did that. And then it leads to the number 9, which the R, the letter R, which is the humanitarian, the spiritual awareness that you also needed, so you can have a global connection and a global consciousness, because you would do well globally on a higher level, especially because of the R and the I in your name. And you would do well in learning a different language. If you wanted to learn a different language, you should have studied, your parents should have studied and gave you a different language or showed you how to speak Spanish and all that, because you would have been able to make money in Spanish and French and Chinese and Japanese if they had guided you well. I don't know if they did. If they didn't, that was up to them. But there's no better time than now. But dealing with and then because of that R and that I, both of them are humanitarian numbers and spiritual awareness numbers, but also that A comes back again, the leadership quality, the individuality, the creativity comes back. And then the N deals with the change and freedom and adventure that you need. Let me tell you, in numerology, the letters that are connected to being fearlessness, especially in the Pythagorean system, is the R, the I, and anything that's connected to the number 5. So your last letter in your name is a 5. So you need to be fearless. And remember that everything you want is on the other side of fear. So the name Dorian has strong energy, of course, practicality, of course, and stability because of the D, the love and responsibility because of the O, the nine energy because of the R and the I, the doubling of the 9, which deal with humanitarian and self-awareness, and also higher level of thinking. And then of course the A deals with leadership and individuality, and also the number N, which deals with change and adventure and adapting. So the name overall, the name Dorian is a number 7, which represents spiritual growth, introspection, and wisdom. But remember, because 7 is one of the mental health numbers on the negative and the positive, because you can also maintain a good mental health, always remember to be mindful of going in your mind without intentions to come out of it to manifest things. Because remember, your name Dorian as of the 34, which is a 7, and it tells me, the numerologist or the numerovator, that you need to meditate and manifest. Meditate or manifest, because if you meditate on negative things, you'll manifest the wrong things. Dorian, I'm talking to you. Because Dorian in certain systems in Greek and Latin is a masculine name, but meaning gift and the child of the sea. So be the gift, Dorian. Be the child of the sea. Go to the water, because remember, the number 7 is a water number, and the name Dorian adds up to a number 7. So go to the water. Go take baths, spiritual baths. Do all of that, because that name Dorian reflects the thoughtful and the visionary ideals and the responsibilities that you desire to maintain spiritual growth. But you got to be willing to put in that playful work, that plurk, spiritual plurking. What I mean by plurking, playing while you're working. And sometimes it can get snotty nose crying. Sometimes you overthink and you're in your head about what mommy didn't do or what daddy didn't do or why this person did this. Stop that. Get that out of your head and start thinking and manifesting more things. I hope that helped you, Dorian. Did that help you, Dorian? I hope it helped you. Yes. I hope it helped you, Dorian. I hope it helped you. Yes, they did. Okay. Oh, they did. Okay, great. I hope it helped you, Dorian. I hope what I just said helped you. Do a full session. I want to do your whole name. Stop playing. I want to get more into your business so I can guide you. That's what I want to do. That's what King Simon does. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love to do. Get into people's business so I can get them, so I can guide them. Rochelle. Okay, good. Rochelle, I got you. I'm coming up to you next, Rochelle. Thank you very much, Divine Roro. There's a lot going on in there, Rochelle. There's a lot going on in that Divine Roro. 333. A lot going on. And you're born on the 24th. That's funny. That is hilarious. You helped with down here from Dorian and boom. Down from the name was number 5. Thanks. Thank you, King Simon. Enjoy the journey. Yeah, man. Dale, you're welcome. You're welcome. There's much more in that whole name. You got so much more, man. There's so much more. I see it, seeing names. But that, like I said, that was just from the Pythagorean system, the Pythagorean numerology. That's all. And please write your name in capital so I can copy and paste real quick without me rewriting it again. Write your name in capital and then we'll get it in. Okay. Write your name in capital. When you do send your donation, write your name in capital and then I will get it in. So, Rochelle, you're next, my dear. Rochelle, you are next. We're going to get it in with Rochelle right now. You are next, Rochelle. Let me write this down and let me get my computer here. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now, Rochelle, you got the master number 33s eating it up. Man, you got the master number 33s eating it up. Even your last name, Willis. Oh my God, them double L's. So you're just a healer all through. You're just a healer all the way through. And again, a lot of people don't acknowledge the double L's when you need to. Because remember, anytime you have double letters in your first, your middle, and your last name, whether your name is Anne Marie or Rochelle or Billy or Morrison or whatever, if you have double letters, it intensifies the name. So although the name Rochelle itself adds up to a 42, which is a 6, which is ironic because Rochelle just told me that her birthday is the 24th of August. And the name Rochelle adds up to 42, which is just the reversal. That's all it is. And it's still healing numbers. So, Rochelle, you came here to heal on an extreme level because of the master LL, the 33s that's there. You came here to heal. And if you're not using your healing powers and you're being drained by other people, then you got to redirect, reestablish yourself, and return to your inner self and understand why you are here to heal. Rochelle is a healing name. It adds up to 42, which is a 6. And 42 in numerology, compound numerology, is the same as 24. And in my book, the number 24, let me read to you what the number 24 says in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. In my book, the number 24 is hold on one second, let me find it here. I like to show you better than I can tell you. In my book, the number 24 is the symbol of assistance from those in high-ranking position. According to some older studies of numbers, it is known as a promising number when it appears in connection to the future events. The number 24, the reversal is 42. The person is known to have an energy that can be very favorable with the opposite sex because of its apparent sexual magnetism. So you're already a magnetic person. Now, what you do with that magnetic power that you have is up to you, because remember, the R deals with humanitarianism and spiritual awareness and global consciousness. The O deals with love, nurturing, and responsibility, but the need to find balance. The C deals with expression, expansion, communication, and creativity. The H deals with abundance, material wealth, authority, but it also says recognize who and what and where are assets and liabilities in your life. The E deals with change, freedom, adventure, adaptability. The double L's is the master number of expression, communication, creativity, but also it's the youthful energy that you always have to tap into so you can bring it out of others. And then the E comes back again to that change, flexibility, and freedom and adventure. Remember, because of the doubling of E's and the doubling of L's, those enhances the number. But the double L, because they're together, that gives you the master number 33, which is the Christ anointed energy. That's what they call it in certain spiritual system. They call the 33 as the Christ anointed energy. So be Christ and be anointed, or be like the Christ that you've studied and be anointed of what you're supposed to do in this world, especially being born on the 24th. Why are you playing? So overall, Rochelle is a feminine name that came from the French and the German origin, but meaning little rock and rest respectfully. So be the little rock and take time to rest every now and then. Not everybody you need to have around you. That's what I'm saying also. It's also a number of caring and creativity and individuality and responsibility, but the desire to be stable in all of this, Rochelle. This is just your name alone, Rochelle, the first name. That's the active name. I didn't even read your middle name. I didn't even read your last name. I didn't even break that down. I didn't even connect it to your birthday. It's so much, I'm telling you. And if we take the time out and work on it and put it to work, those are your gifts of your first name. The gift of your first name is to be caring, to be reflective, to be creative, to be strong in the sense of responsibility and the desire to be stable. But it also comes with the master number 33, which is the healing, youthful, jovial, childlike energy that you're supposed to bring to this world. Stop playing with it and make it happen, Rochelle. I hope it helped you, Rochelle. I hope it helped you. Hope it helped you a lot, Ro. Okay, okay. She said, wow. Is that you? Is that you, Rochelle? Yeah, it is you. Roll your boat gently down the street. I'm just telling you, and that's just your first name. That's not even it. That's not even your middle name. It's not even your last name. And your last name, Wallace, have the double L's too. That's just your first name. Come on, man. Stop playing with your gifts. Remember, the name reveals the gift, talent, skills, expression, inner parts of you and external part of you. But you have a choice. You have a choice to use it yourself. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, be merrily, be merrily. Life is but a dream. Enjoy it and heal the world with it. I'm telling you, Rochelle, you don't leave this planet without sharing your unique gift of healing. And remember, if you want to do a full session with me, please text me your full name. Believe me, I record it. It's worth it. Whether you do 10 to 15 minutes, whether you do 20, 30 to, I have those times now. Now, Sri Master Grano Grills challenged me now. So he told me to take up my price, but this time do 10 to 15-minute sessions with the first names, and then do the half an hour sessions with the full name. So if you want to do a 10 to 15 minutes with your first name and your birthday, you can do that, or you can do the half an hour session, which is usually 30 minutes to 35 or 40 minutes. But the prices has circulation has gone up a little. I'm letting y'all know that, but it's worth it because you're going to get it all recorded. You get to listen to it. You get to study it. You get to research. You get to operate and break your DNA and start exploding your DNA and learning how your name works for you. And now, my new sessions now, I'm actually going to send y'all the write-up of your breakdown of at least your first, your middle, and last name from now on. At least the breakdown from a Pythagorean system. Chaldean is a little harder. That's why I'm not even going to get into the Chaldean can be a little harder. But from the Pythagorean system, I'm going to start with the recording. I will email you because of the new price that I have now. I will email you the breakdown of your name that you sent. If you're doing your full name, or if you're just doing your first name, I'll still email you the breakdown of that and add my little nuances and make sure y'all go over it. So you'll always get that with the recording also, so you can look over it and you can use those positive vibrations. Good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibe we keep creating. That's all I want y'all to do. Stay on your positive vibe. I don't even want to give y'all the negative to the numbers no more, to tell you the truth. I want to give y'all only the positive because y'all been experiencing negative already. Rochelle, you know when you're not balanced. You know when you're off balance. I don't need to tell you when you're off balance. I just want you to stay on balance. That's it. That's my job as the numerovator. That's my job as the mother flipping numerovator. That's my job. That is my gift, to help you stay motivated. That's my gift. Let me see who's next. Okay, Tamika. Tamika's in the building. What's up, Tamika? Make sure y'all capitalize your names when you send it, all right? Daniel's mom. Okay, Daniel's mom. Daniel's mom. No. Who's Daniel? Daniel. Who's Daniel? Maybe I know Daniel. I don't know. One day I'll know. I'll be forgetting people. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'll be forgetting people. She said Daniel's mom like I know him, so I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on one second, family. Hold on. Let me paste. Tamika, you're next. I got to take a quick commercial break. Hold on, I got to do something real quick. Got to take a quick commercial break. Don't go, Tamika, you're next. Remember that. Tamika, you're next. Let me take this quick commercial break, and I will be right back after this.
Hey everyone, it's Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge. I am thrilled to introduce to you an extraordinary weekend event happening right here in Miami, Florida on August 3rd and 4th. It's none other than the second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards weekend. After the tremendous success of last year's event with over 1,200 attendees from around the globe, we knew we had to make this year's event even more spectacular. On Saturday, we have a captivating conference lined up featuring world-renowned speakers such as Muhammad Ibrahim, Merkaba 13, Robert Grant, Billy Carson, and a women's panel hosted by Elizabeth Carson. Following the conference, we'll set sail for a VIP yacht cruise at sunset where you'll have the chance to mingle with your favorite nominees and celebrity guests, all hosted by yours truly, Billy Carson. On Sunday, August 4th, kicks off with a Forbidden Knowledge book publishing signing event, followed by the highly anticipated second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards. This is a red carpet affair, so come dressed to impress. Remember last year we surprised a lucky guest with an Audi A4 during the awards, and this year we're upping the ante with a chance to win a Mercedes-Benz. So make sure you secure your tickets early. This event is sure to sell out quickly. I cannot wait to see each and every one of you there for what promises to be an unforgettable weekend.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at Kingsimonthenumerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Number are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Okay, I am black and beautiful as usual. Hold on a second. Let me put my microphone back on. I'm using a cordless mic now. Nowadays, I've been using cordless mics. Well, you know, the little lavalier mic I have here pinned to my chest. Hold on one second. Tamika, we're coming to you next, my dear. Hold on one second. Just give me a second here. Right, let me write down things. Man, my fan. Hold on one second. Let me turn on my fan. I turned off my fan by mistake. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta turn on my fan real quick. Turn on my fan real quick. Turned off my fan. I believe you know that. Okay. Turn on that fan there. Okay. Hold on, coming back to y'all. I have to turn on the fan. I'm not in Georgia right now. But I'm glad I got my family holding down the household and everything. So, yeah, my son, he's over there at the house right now. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, Tamika, we're coming to you next. Let me write this thing down. And family, to those that are just tuning in, today's particular program is numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the Creator for guidance. That's all it is. Let's keep it simple. So I'm back. Tamika, coming to you next. Thank you very much for sharing that 1111 with me. You know, we're keeping that 11 thing popping. I love that. Thank you very much, Tamika. And I'm going to jot down your name real quick. Tamika, just be patient. He was my first Waterbird and Lotus Bird. Okay, it was the first Lotus Bird. Okay, that's good. That's Tamika Christopher, I guess. Knowing both the positive and negative benefit. Yes, knowing it. Yeah, when you do the sessions, when y'all do the full sessions, I give the both positive and negative, but I'm trying to stay. Today, I'm just trying to stay. Yeah, could knowing, yeah, but because what happens, Melissa, when you know the negative, you learn to manage your weaknesses and strengthen your strength. So sometimes we get weak. We fall towards the negative because we gotten weak or something let us down, something trigger us. And yes, every number has its negative trigger. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. Every number has its negative trigger. It could be something that triggered you from your family and all that kind of stuff. Let me just write down Tamika's name. Got to take care of Tamika, because she sent 1111 via Cash App and PayPal or one of them. But and hold on, let me write that down with my yes. So it's important that we learn both of them. But I take care of those things on my extended my extended sessions, especially for the 30 minutes. You get it all. You get the negative and the positive. And remember, my sessions are question orientated. I want people to ask questions. Do not just ask me lame questions. Ask me something about you, because numerology is not something psychic. It pays attention to your pattern, cycles, sequences. And sometimes you could still be attracting the same type of man or the same type of woman because you didn't stop you didn't reposition yourself, you didn't re-angle yourself, you didn't reorganize yourself, you didn't leave the neighborhood, you didn't delete that person on the phone. Because some women keep men because of good penis. Some men keep women because of good punani. It is what it is. We know this. We know what it is. Sometimes it's just sex. What about the mind? What about the soul? What about the spirit? What about that? Because the spirit and the mind and the soul, even if they're all working together, it 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 can't be exhausted. The physical body can be exhausted after a while, but that spirit, that soul within a person, if you know how to tap into the soul of a woman or the soul of a man, that can't be exhausted once y'all connected naturally to the point that y'all could be divorced and still be the best of friends. To this day, I'm one of the best. Especially my last son's mother that I just had, and I want to say congratulations to my son. He just graduated out of high school. The last of my 9 children just graduated from high school. Man, I'm so proud of that. And she's proud, and I'm proud of her because she was handling most of the business. Because when the child is with the mother, it's more on her because she had him. Y'all ladies ain't relinquishing y'all child too easily. It's just not that easy. But I can actually say that my last son's mother was a very beautiful. She's a very beautiful soul, and she's like one of my best friends to this day. Although we'll never get back together because in my club days I was doing my madness, and I know I affected her. It traumatized her. I know that. And I apologize to all of my children's mothers for whatever I've done in my marriages and all that, because I know chasing that life without proper intention is not good. It didn't help. It hindered my father back in the day with his madness. It hindered me. I took the cycle on, and I told my children, like, don't carry that same cycle, please. Don't do that. You lose out on good family time and good children raising time, which I did, and I can admit that. So the only regret I have is that I didn't have all my children with one woman or even two, but the one woman, and I didn't incorporate them into the business and turn it into a family business like Bob Marley did with his children, like the Wayans. And Bob Marley's children and family had a whole lot of women, I understand, but the Wayans brothers and sisters, they did what they had to. That should have been my role model, but I didn't see them at the time. I didn't see them from the deeper business aspect, like I should have seen them. I didn't see it. And I tell people all this, the only family members that I seen that had a big family was my uncle and aunt. My aunt Nena and my uncle Roy had 12 children, and all of them basically turned out very good, very good, very good. I mean, they didn't form a bunch of business, but they was always supportive, and I always seen that they had a long ass table in their kitchen, in their room, in the dining room, where everybody sat down and ate dinner together and talked. It was crazy. I remember growing up watching that, everybody had to say prayers. But Tamika, let me get to you right now, Tamika. Let me get to you right now, Tamika. Ah, my dear Tamika, let me tell you something. What's so important about the name Tamika from, I'm using the Pythagorean system, not the Chaldean system. When y'all do the major sessions with me, then I do the Chaldean and the Pythagorean because I like to see the bigger picture. But in the Pythagorean system, the name Tamika actually adds up to a number 19. So in if you ever get my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, or you get Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated, the number 19, especially in Numerovation for Mental Stability, the number 19 is a powerful number. It's one of the best combination of numbers to have. That's one of the best combination of numbers to have, but also the number, it reflects, it's called the symbol of the final accomplishments. Final accomplishment symbol. Why is it called the final accomplishments? Because the one represents beginning something and the 9 represents finishing something. So whatever you start, Tamika, just because of that first name, you need to finish what you start. Don't start and stop and start and stop. Don't second guess good things in your life because the number 19 is known as a karmic number. And remember, the word karma means cause and effect. So what you put out there, the effect will come back. So whether you're putting out the good cause, you want to expect the good effect. The bad cause, you get the bad effect. You can't go there with a negative mindset when you have the 19, because 19, according to certain system of numerology, is one of the best numbers to have in your numerical scope. So your active name, which is your first name, Tamika, adds up to a 19 in the Pythagorean system. And because it's the number that deals with self-confidence, innovation, paradigm shifting, but you got to be very careful of being manipulated or being manipulative or being arrogant or being having low self-esteem or second guessing your powers. And because the first letter in your name is the T, which deals with the number 2, which brings harmony and balance and partnership in whatever you do, that lead letter is the initial letter that tells you you need to have harmony and balance in any partnership that you have, whether it's business or otherwise. You have to have it. Then the A comes in with leadership, individuality, and creativity. The M comes with stability, practicality, and hard work. The I comes in with the number that connected with the number 9, which deals with humanitarianism, spiritual awareness, heightened levels of awareness and connection. And the K deals with harmony and balance, again with partnership, but it's a different type of harmony, balance, and partnership, because remember, each number is connected to a letter. And then the last but not least, your A again leads up to that leadership. And because you have TK, which doubles the harmony and balance in your name, you have the double A's that doubles the leadership and individuality and the need to stay creative in your name. You have only one M that deals with practicality and stability. And then you have the one I that deals with humanitarian and spiritual awareness, but always thinking on an international level. Remember, the name Tamika is called, it would be dubbed after the 19, it adds up to a 10. But remember the letter 10, the number 10. In my book, I talk about the wheel of fortune energy that the 10 brings. When I read about the 10 in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I talk about it's the symbol of complete evolution. So wait a minute, Tamika. The number 19 is the symbol of final accomplishment, but it adds up to a number 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So I see another level of your name, which deals with the complete evolution of things. And it's a manifestation on higher phases of life and evolution in your life. I call it the master number potential. And it's another better combination of numbers to have in your chart. So 19 is a good combination, and the number 10 is a good combination. And it's the number that deals with infinite power and potential if you use it. Tamika, master number potential. You just got to be very careful of being overly arrogant, being destructive because you don't get your way, or being indecisive. That's what you got to be very careful of, because anything that zero follows through, it adds higher potential to it. And because 1 plus 0 equals 1, that is the active principle of the self. It's the first manifestation out of zero. And that is the creative aspect of it. That is the leadership aspect of it. That is the oneness of all in man and woman. That's the aspect that. So you got 3 levels of the number one. I see 19, I see 10, and I see the number one. So just note, just remember, Tamika is a feminine name with Japanese and African origin. It means beautiful flower and sweet, respectfully now. So basically, Tamika reflects the confidence, compassion, um, individual and strong sense of purpose and creativity that you came to bring to the planet, wherever you take it to, a job, your business, your family life, wherever you take it. Remember, anytime I'm breaking down names, it reveals the gift, talent, skills. It reveals the expression, the inner expression, the outer expression, the full expression of who you're supposed to be or possibly can become if you don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back, Tamika. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody that I have broken down on here, don't hold yourself back. Don't do it to yourself. Brother Rich ain't doing it to himself. Billy Carson ain't doing it to himself. I ain't doing it to myself no more, because all of us at one point did it to ourselves at one point. Billy will tell you, just like I'll tell you, we all did it to ourselves at one point of our life. So, but let me share. If you don't see what's scrolling on the bottom, here it is. For brief advice about your name, your first name only, you could donate $10.10 and up, or $11.11, or $12.12 and up, and I'll break it down for you. But it's best for you to do a session with me. I'm telling you, it's best for you to do a full session with me, because I go where I need to go with it. I go through the Chaldean and I go through the Pythagorean, because I get to see the full picture. You have to see, I have to show y'all the full picture no matter what. I have to show y'all the full picture. It's very important. And because once you see a full picture, then you know what you need to do in that picture that you take. That's why when we take pictures, the first thing we look at is ourselves. Anytime we take a picture, the first thing we look at is ourselves. So you got to go right to self. And Tamika, I hope I helped you with what I said. Tamika, thank you, King. I'm living my best life. Thank you for acknowledging and affirming that. Yeah, hey, as long as you're living your best life. Living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I think the guy that sing that is born July the 4th. What's the name again? What's the guy that sing that song? Living the best life. Who remember that? Who remember who sang that song? What's the name again? Who sang Living my best life? Ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best life. Who sang that song? Please, I can't remember, but I believe I met him too. I met him in Florida. We was on passing. We just said we just like this. We just nodded at each other as he was passing by, because he's a taller dude. He's a tall dude. What's his name? Is Duval? Is it Duval? That's the name, Duval. Let me see if it's that. It wasn't Duval that I ran into. No, it wasn't Duval. It was somebody else. Then it's not him. Duval. Let me see. Duval. Yeah, Duval, the rapper. No, let me see. No, that wasn't him that I ran into. No, he's born June the 12th. I ran into not French Montana. Was it French Montana? I ran into Duval is born June the 12th. He's born the same day as Bounty Killer. Bounty Killer, the reggae artist. They born the same day. If that's Duval. Yeah, I love helping people. I am a starter and a finisher. I'm very indecisive and learning to just follow my intuition. Yeah. You got to do a lot of that, especially because people don't realize that you got to remember that first name T, that letter, is an intuitive number. That is an intuitive number. So you were born with the intuitive first letter of that number, that letter T. So that is the first initiator to the name. So you don't have to stay. You got to be very careful of just operating on the most positive and uh, purest energy of that of your vibration. Anything is positive and pure. You don't need to overthink something that's positive. Never overthink something that's positive. It's hard being all you said about me living in a man's world. You live in a white man's world. You bugging. You better go back to black when we had it balanced. Because they don't mean nothing to you. See, if you claim that, then that's your business. If you don't claim the balance, claim the balance. Yin and yang is masculine and feminine. They don't argue with each other. They complement each other. They complement each other. Living in a man's world. Don't see. That's what Reverend Ike will tell you. Don't claim that stupidness. That's stupid. Don't claim that. Not calling you stupid. That's stupid to claim that. Living in a man. What really? You got women. You got women in Africa that's ruling businesses in Africa right now. Women, billionaires. Don't claim that stuff. You don't ever claim that. Don't ever claim that. Don't ever claim that. Stop that. Stop. Change your language, and you won't never see it as a man's world, but you'll see it as a balanced world. In your world, it's supposed to be balanced. In their world, it's their world. That because they those who won the war rewrote the books. Those who won the war rewrote the books. And if you look at all of the edifices, most of the edifices, you see man and woman together, man on the throne, woman on the throne, man, they always working together. What happened? Something happened. Something happened. There you go. Yep. So people, if you want, it's right here. It's on the screen right now. It's on the screen. Brief advice: please circulate a minimum of a donation of $10.10 or $11.11 and up. Nothing below it. Everything above it. Nothing below it. Every Cash App and PayPal, and then we go. We dealing with first names first only. I want to show you that the names are there for you. Whether you use the vibration of the names or not, it's totally up to you. It's your gift. I don't care if your mama gave it to you. I don't care if your grandmother gave it to you. I don't care if your great grandpapa gave it to you. I don't care if they got it from their great grandmama's name. I don't care if they got it from some name off of a cereal box. I don't care. If you know those numbers, it will give you guidance and it will show you where you need to go, but you still have to work. This is not microwave. I'm going to say that again because a lot of people come to me with this microwave mentality. And yes, we was raised, I haven't used a microwave in I don't know how long. Because first of all, the microwave broke down. The microwave broke down. Again, Ray, you got to make a donation, like it says on the screen. Y'all got, like it says, $10.10 or up. Got to make a donation. We ain't doing that. It says it on the screen. It doesn't say anything different. Then I can get into it because Ray means a lot, just like your first, your middle, and your last name. I don't care if your name Ray, Raymond, Raymondoid. I don't care what it is. As long as it has letters, it has something connected to it. It has something connected to it. And once the vibration of those letters are understood, you can use it to your benefit. And because I use multiple systems when I do my sessions. Because, like I said, I get a full picture. I look for the picture. I look for the great picture that we have. There's a great picture that we all have. And remember, again, the name offers the gift, the talents, the skills that we possibly could use in this realm. We could possibly use, but a lot of us have been shunned. A lot of us have been traumatized by what mommy didn't do and what daddy didn't do, or this person did this to me, and this person did this to me. You're born with every little cell that you need to live and survive on this planet. What you do with it is up to you. What you do with it is up to you. Who's saying it? Look at it. Look at it. They're having their own code. No, it's too late for that. Scorpio and Leo's does not mix. No, that is not true. And I always see, and that's why the numbers are so important. That's why Lloyd Strayhorn does astronumerology. Scorpio and Leo does not mix. When we just seen a whole presidency last that long with a Scorpio and Leo, and they still married, no matter what they're going, because it's business. Bill Clinton and his wife, Hillary Clinton. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. If you know how to put your life in certain perspective, anything can work. Yes, some things are challenged. I told you to send it. Ray, you're not reading. I didn't tell you to send it. I didn't tell you to send it super chat. Look what's on my page here. Look what's on my page. It says PayPal or Cash App. Why are people so hard headed? They're not reading. I didn't say super chat. It says it right here. PayPal and Cash App. That's what the problem is with our people. It does not say super chat. It says Cash App and PayPal on my chat here. So, Ray, you are messing up already, Ray. It's a shame that you're messing up already because I don't have that on my board. I don't even have super chat on my board. Not at all. Right now, I don't even know where super chat goes. It be going to them, and then they take a whole bulk from it. They take a lot from it. So YouTube take a whole lot from it. Y'all don't even know what we go through sometimes with YouTube. They take a whole lot from it. They not even helping. But let me say something. Since Ray did that, and what's so funny about that? It's all right if you send $20. It's all right. Since you sent $20, I'm gonna show you something, Ray. And that is the problem with the name Ray. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something very mathematical with this. His name Ray adds up to a number 17, which is an 8. Do you know 17, according to the studies connected to me, is one of my challenge numbers. The number 8 is one of my challenge numbers. So it either could challenge me to be my best or my worst. Now and one thing about 8, if you read my books or read Lloyd's book about the number 8, 8 can be misunderstood or they misunderstand things. And he did exactly that. He did exactly that. He didn't read, so he's misunderstanding what's going on here. He just popped in. He's one of my challenge numbers. His name Ray, which is a 9, 1, and 7, adds up to a number 17, which is an 8. One of my challenge numbers in numerology. So he already challenged what I'm doing by doing what he just did. I'm just making him an example because he just did exactly what I sometimes expect the 8 to do to me because they've done it throughout my life. People born either under the number 6 or the number 8 have always done either the opposite or challenge me in some way. Either they're going to challenge me to be my best or my worst. That's what I notice about people connected to the 8 in any way. And he might not even be born on the 8. He might not even be born on the number 8. But his name, Ray, adds up to the number 8. That is so deep. That is so deep. I got to laugh at this because it's so true. And the name Ray, and since you send the super chat, it's cool. Since you send the super chat, it's cool. I'm gonna still do what I gotta do. No super chats, please. No super chats. No super chat. And matter of fact, your name Ray is a challenge to your the day that you're born anyway. I'm only doing the first names, Ray. I'm only doing the first name. If you heard this program from the beginning, you'll know that that's all I'm doing is the first names. That's it. I'm not doing birthdays. Only doing the first name because the first name reveals the gifts, the talents, and the skills people offer in this round. And now that I know that your name is Ray and you did super chat against my will, I'm going to still break it down for you because it's a simple name. It's only 3 letters. First of all, 9 in numerology is known as the humanitarian spiritual awareness global consciousness number. So, and the 1 deals with leadership, individuality, creativity, and the 7 deals with spiritual growth and introspection and wisdom. 9 can be very argumentative, so can the number 8. So you got to be very careful of getting into arguments or any type of contention because you might misunderstand what somebody says, take things wrong from somebody. You got to be very mindful, especially with that number eight. Eight is because your name adds up to a number 17, which says you're supposed to leave a legacy, whether it's writing or art, music, or whatever you're supposed to do. There's something you're supposed to be able to be an investment in certain things, whether it's property management, your own business, and run your own thing and make sure you invest your money properly. But you got to be very careful of who are assets in your life and who are liabilities, and get rid of the liabilities. So the name adds up to a number eight, and eight deals with assets and liability, recognizing who, what, where are assets in your life, who, what, where are liabilities. And because the name Ray, which is represents abundance, material wealth, and authority, but it also represents the loss of it if you're not disciplined with it, if you're not structured with it, if you're not legalized with it. You could lose your money if you don't do the right thing by bringing a certain amount of infinite balance to it, because the eight is the infinity symbol that's supposed to bring balance to life. And because Ray is a masculine number and it's a name which is English and Spanish, the name Ray is an English and Spanish name that means wise protector and king. So, in other words, you need to wisely protect your mind, your spirit, your emotion, and you have to be the king of your own destiny moving forward, respectfully. So, in numerology, the name Ray reflects the confidence, visionary attitude, and individualism, and a strong sense of purpose and leadership if you choose to do that. And because you were born December the 10th, like Raven Simone, you need to lead and always recognize that you have the wheel of fortune if you put your mind to it. If you put whatever you put your mind to, you could accomplish it. But if you second guess, you're indecisive, and you're not disciplined, you'll drop the ball. Let's let you know that, Ray, for that $20 that you sent on a super chat, which I didn't tell you to send it via super chat. We ain't doing that. We're not doing super chat. We're doing only PayPal and Cash App, my brothers and sisters. So I did what I had to do for you, Ray. I see somebody else coming in. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see who's next here. You didn't give me your first name, the Master Egypt. You didn't give me your first name. I don't know if that's what you want me to break down, the Master Egypt. But Ray, you got this. This is such a positive space. Gratitude, King. Go, Ray. Yeah, Ray got it. Ray got it. If he stay focused, he'll be all right. He will be all right. Like Kendrick Lamar. Listen to Kendrick Lamar's song. You're gonna be all right. Thanks. Consistent with the reading I did with about 2 years ago. So it's consistent with, I don't know what kind of reading you did, but it is consistent. I don't care what reading you did. I know it is consistent with astrology and whatever you put out there. But go listen to Kendrick Lamar. Everything gonna be all right. Kendrick Lamar was born on the 17th, and because that name Ray adds up to a number 17, it will definitely help you along the way in your thought patterns and how you want to guide, how you want to take moves. There's certain moves that you want to make in your life. It's going to be important. Now, yeah, it's always going to be consistent. It's your name. Your name is going to be consistent. It's always going to be consistent. It's not changing. It's just are you willing to spiral up every year, or you're going to spiral down or be comfortable? It changes as long as you're willing to grow into your better part of your name. And if you're not, then that's you. I know one or two Rays that's homeless. If you choose not to handle your money correctly, that's you choosing not to handle your money correctly. If you choose not to do business correctly, that's you choosing not to do business correctly when it's supposed to be done correctly with discipline and organization and structure. That's what's supposed to happen. Let me see. It doesn't change. The person changes. Yeah, person changes. It's going to stay, but it's up to you what you're going to do with it. It's what you're going to do with it. What you going to do with it. What you going to do with your numbers. It's crazy about your vibes. What you gonna do with your numbers? Please don't even deny. What you gonna do with your numbers? Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Now, the master Egypt, you didn't specify what your first name. You didn't put your first name on your birth certificate. Let's say that's what your mama named you, the master Egypt. Now, if that's your name, I understand. You need to give me a first name. I know many 19s. I've definitely spiraled up since the first phone. Yeah, man. Good. Glad. Hey, I'm like Reverend Ike, man. You can't lose with the stuff I use. You can't lose with the stuff I use. You just got to put in the work. Reverend Ike and I are born on the first. He born June 1st. I'm born February 1st. You can't lose with the stuff I use. You just have to put in the work. You can't lose with the stuff that Aquarius Maximus offers you. You can't lose with the stuff that Ra'aku offers you. You just got to keep on working and keep on doing. Somebody said, for real. Yeah, that's right. For real. Any other 19s you know? Yes, I know a 19 that was homeless. His name was Mr. Watson. He used to come to Nicholas all the time. He was born the same day as Fat Joe. Fat Joe was born August the 19th. Fat Joe. And this guy used to be in the military, but he became homeless. He became reckless. What happened is that you have somebody born on August the 19th. When you add it all across, it breaks down to the number 9. 9 is one of the alcoholic numbers. It's one of the addiction numbers. He was an alcoholic. He was addiction. He fell under addiction and lost all of himself. I tell you, if Fat Joe went into addiction with crack and he called himself Joe Crack and all that kind of stuff, if he became a crackhead, he would lose all of his money. Fat Joe. And of course, Fat Joe, if you're watching, I'm not talking about, but I'm just letting know the negative of the number 19 or people born in the 19 can lose a lot if they don't focus. Because of that 1 and that 9, it's a karmic number. It's a karmic number. You know what I'm saying? Personal year numbers is a thing. All of it everything is a thing. But I'm only dealing with names today. Only dealing with names. Okay. There you go. Oh, okay. So that's your name. Ketlin. Okay. Okay, so I see the name now. So let me write that down. Hold on, let me write that down. Let me see. Let me write that down. And Ray, remember, I only did that from the Pythagorean system. I didn't even touch the Chaldean system with that. I only did that with the easiest system I did it with, because I want to keep it simple right now while I'm dealing with people. I want to keep it simple while I'm up here. I got enough time. Let me spell your name correctly and write this down. Kain. Caitlin. Sound like a Guyanese person. You're Guyanese. Caitlin. Caitlin. All right. Let me stop making jokes. You're Guyanese. You're GT Beanie. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me put that name up there. Okay, this is the name. All right. So, what's interesting about this name? Is that hold on, that it adds up to a number 31, which is a 4. Now, if you got my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, and go to page 74, 31 in numerology is the symbol of self-containment and seclusion. So this person with this name has to be very careful of how they contain themselves and how they go into seclusion, because People born under that or connected to that number 31 are advised to enjoy life and stay creative and stay focused on higher thoughts and goals. So the gift that you have to offer and the talents that you have to offer is the ability to not only be entertaining in a unique way, but also you have the gift to be trustworthy. You have the gift to be loyal in situations at jobs and business, but sometimes you'll do things. Somebody could tell you to do one thing and you probably do a whole nother thing just because of that 31, which adds up to a number 4. And like I said in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, 4 is a mental health number. When you look into Lloyd's book and my book in some senses, that number 4 is the number that deals with weird and unusual things. So they like to think out of the box, but sometimes they put themselves in a box if they overthink things. So the negative of that number 4 is overthinking and locking yourself in a box instead of being willing to meditate while you're in the box and then become the jack in the box and pop out and do what you got to do. Become the jack in the box and pop out. Pow! You're supposed to pop out. You can't hold it in because the 31 deals with jovial and happy attitudes that you have to bring. And then the number 1 says you have to use the jovial attitude to be creative in what you want to do and then start building because of the number 4. That's the name, the gift that you came with. And because the K deals with the number 2, which deals with harmony, balance, and partnership, the number 1 deals with leadership and individuality and creativity. The letter I deals with humanitarian and thinking on higher levels of global consciousness and self-awareness. And also the T deals with, again, harmony and balance alongside with the number. And that's the problem sometimes I have with the Pythagorean system. Because you got to remember that each letter, and let me look at my letters. Let me look at the letters in my book. I was going to push it up. You know what? I can. Let me share a screen real quick while I'm talking. Let me share a screen real quick. Let me drop that I had in the background. Let me share a screen. I want to show y'all something. Let me see. Okay, that was something that I did some years ago. I want to show y'all. Ah, there it is. There it is. So I want to show y'all something very interesting about the numbers. So when you look at the letter K, remember it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in actuality, instead of the letter K being just the number 2, it's actually the 11 letter that lets me know that this person with this name is deeply intuitive, that they should pay attention to their dreams and their insight just because of that lead letter that adds up. That's really the 11th letter in the alphabet, just because of the lead letter. But because of simplicity, they connected to the number 2, as you see in the Pythagorean system. It connects to the number 2, and in the Chaldean system, it connects to the number. It connects to the number 2 also. But when you start looking at the deeper nuances of each letter and what they all came up, like Z is the 26th letter. So when I look at Caitlin the way it is, although you see harmony for the number T, the letter T in the Pythagorean, and also harmony for the K, because K and K, B, K, and T is in the same lineage, but really K is the 11th letter. And we know as you go 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, that K shows up again. Hold on one second. Damn, my leg. Hold on. That's 22, 23, 24. What is it? Well, hold on a second. And that's sorry. That's 9, that's 10, that's 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The letter T is a number 20. Now, the T in this person's name, I'm just showing you the intricacies that it can get to. That's when you're going to see the bigger picture. The T in this person's name is the 20th letter. Now, people who have read my book, the number 20 is the number of awareness, discernment, some great purpose they came to serve. And remember, in certain systems of numerology, each letter represents a certain amount of years in a person's life. So from the time you was born, if they named you Caitlin, that 2 years is also significance. And then the A deals with the 1 year, and then the I deals with 9 years, and then the T deals with another 2 years, or it might deal with 20 years. And the three deals with the L, which is 3 years. The nine, again, the 9 year comes up, and then that's how this thing works in certain systems. But I try to keep it simple. I try to keep it simple as possible because simplicity is one of the best and the fastest way that you can learn to go ahead and dig deeper for the deeper nuances. So everything overall with the name Caitlin, it deals with harmony and balance because of the K and the T. It deals with leadership and individuality because of the A. It deals with humanitarian because of the double I's in the name, humanitarian and spiritual awareness. And it also deals with creative expression and communication because of the L, and change and adaptability and adventure because of the N. And because the name Caitlin, which adds up to a 4, deals with stability, or adds up to 31, which is a 4, deals with stability, practicality, and hard work. But the 31 deals with being happy in what you do, being youthful in what you do, and being willing to be creative and imaginative in what you do. And also, because Caitlin is known as a feminine name with Celtic and American origins, meaning pure and slender, respectfully. So whatever Caitlin does, she has to come with the purity of mind. And whatever she has to cut down, she has to slender it down and cut things down. Sometimes you got to be very careful of who you allow in your life, because the number 4, Caitlin, the number 4 is the number of secret haters. So you got to be very careful of secret haters in your life. But make sure whatever you do, you bring compassion, creativity, individuality in certain aspects, strong sense of balance and stability in your life. That's what you have to work on. I hope that helped you out, Kate. I hope that helped you out. I hope that helped you out. I hope you helped you out. You gave me, yeah, you did your thing. Let me see. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's up, Dr. Shakira? How you doing, ma'am? I hope everything is well. I hope everything is well. Hope you are well. Dr. Shakira in the building. What's up? Yes, I was only doing names today. Guyanese. She said, stop it, sir. You little Guyanese. You Guyanese for real? No. Who Guyanese? Who Guyanese? Sharon, you Guyanese? You're Guyanese? You're Guyanese, girl? Oh, God. All right. Let me see. Somebody just text me. What's up, man? Okay. Save the date. Gloria. Okay. Something's happening here. Oh, October 19th. Ooh. Somebody's celebrating a birthday. That's my aunt. Celebrating a birthday. She's celebrating her 90th birthday. Woo, my aunt's birthday. Prime example. She born on the 19th also. Her and Srimaster Gano Grills is born on October 19th. My aunt. She's celebrating 90 years on October 19th. So I got that in my phone here. She just sent it to me. Wow. 90 years. My mother just celebrated 85. She's celebrating 90. These are older folks now. They doing their thing. So Caitlin, I took care of you, man. Thank you very much. Let me see. Anybody else sent any funds? Okay, nobody sent any funds. It's all right. I'm kind of exhausted anyway. I've been out all day for my son's graduation. We had a good old time. Lord of mercy. You know he popular. He popular. Even friends from other school came to wish him a great celebration. So big up to my son. And and family, remember, names are the notes that compose the symphony of your lives. I don't care if it's your first, your middle, or your last name, or the handles that you chose. If you got a reckless, crazy handle, then it will create that symphony for just that. Names are the notes that compose the symphony of our lives. A good name is like a precious gem, valued and cherished by those who possess it. Names are the breadcrumbs that lead us to understanding and connection. In a world of labels, let your name be reflective of your true self. Man, you got to let your name be the reflection of your true self. Stop playing with your names, family. Stop playing with your names. People are developing bad names on these streets. And I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for that. I'm telling you out right now. I don't have no time for creating bad names on these streets. So please, whatever business you're into, whatever you plan on doing with your life, whatever your children is planning to do with his life or her life, make sure their name is right, man. Make sure their name is on top. It's up to par, man. Teach them about the importance of having a good name, man. Please. The importance of having a good name. Don't let so-called friends destroy your legacy because your name is your legacy. And if you have a good name out in these streets, it will protect your legacy along where people will say, yo, your name precedes you. When I moved down to Georgia, everybody kept on saying, yo, your name precedes you. I've been hearing about you in New York and different other places. When I was in the reggae world, people say, your name precedes you. They've heard about me in New York and Canada and Jamaica and other places. I let whatever name that I use, whether it was Anthony Brown under a reggae artist or Simon Templar as a reggae artist, I had to let my name, my good name, precede me. You got to let your name precede you. That's the blessing. Wonder if a numerology could tell me. Yes, it can tell you that, but I don't do that. It can tell you, numerology can tell you the cycles and patterns that more than likely is when you're going to transition. Especially sometimes it could be your challenge cycles. It can be during your critical cycles. It can be during your challenge days, your challenge numbers. Everybody that I've studied in history was under either a challenge day, a challenge cycle, or their critical cycle abruptly, a critical cycle, or it was one of the cycles of loss or gain. Oh, yes, numerology can do it. There's books that's out there that tell you, but that's not my job. My job is to motivate you. And there's certain astrologers that can do it too. There's certain astrologers that can do it too. But that's not my job. Why you? I don't. I know how I'm going to transition. And it's going to be either one of my challenge days or challenge months or one of my critical days or critical months or it's going to be under one of those, and it's going to be on. I know when I'm going. I know it. But I'm not saying that it's going to be this week or next week because the challenge cycles and all these cycles come around all the time. Comes all the time. All the time. I already broke down I broke down Farrakhan on my IG. Please go to my Farrakhan on my IG. I broke down a positive, although Farrakhan is now going through what he's going through. He's going into a number 9 year. The number 9 year is one of his challenge years. So September, October, November, December, going into next year is going to be very, very highly challenging for Minister if he makes it to that. And we pray that he does. So, whatever's going on with Minister Farrakhan, yeah, he's going through some stuff. Yeah, he's going through it. And I can tell by the numbers. Mr. Farrakhan is going through it. I already know. I did Kendrick Lamar on Instagram, and I did Farrakhan on Instagram. I did Dr. Khalid Muhammad on Instagram. I did Bob Marley on Instagram. I did Marshall Montano on Instagram. All of them, I broke down all the positive of it. I didn't give the negative. I gave all the positive of it. I gave all the positive, and it all reflected each one of them. Even Kendrick, all of them reflected their positive of the name. Remember, And now that I'm adding something onto my sessions now, I'm adding something onto my sessions. When you do my either my 15-minute, 10 to 15-minute session with only your first name, or if you do my full 30-minute session, the prices have gone up a little, but it's worth it because I'm also going to send you a type out. I'm going to send you a type out of your full name or just your first name so you can live up to that name, at least live up to the positive aspect of the name. I might give you the negative, but I'd rather keep you on the positive. Anything that's negative is more likely the opposite of that. That's it. Anything that's if I send you the positive aspect of your name and all your letters, then the negative will be, so if your name adds up to a number 6 and it says balance and harmony, then the negative would be you being unbalanced and not in harmony. Simple. Now you know the negative. That is the negative. And whatever knocks you unbalanced and make you unbalanced or not in harmony, that's what you should leave alone. Leave it alone. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. People, places, and things that creates arguments and wants to bring drama to your life because they grew up with drama and they love drama. I know people that love drama. I know people that love drama. How many of you up on this chat know someone or know a few people that love drama? They always bring in some type of argument and drama in people's life. Put the number 1 in the chat. We're hour almost going on 2 hours. I'm about to finish up because I have to prepare for sessions. I'm out here. I'm still doing sessions. So if you do want to book a session with me, just text me your full name and date of birth. How many people that you know love drama? They always coming with some drama in their life. Always. People, yeah, put the number 1 in chat. People know, yeah, man. Hollis knows, yeah. I know. Let me go on Instagram and see if they're putting that number 1 in that chat. Yeah, of course. Terry knows. Jamara Terry knows. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of people. You know? You know what I'm saying? Somebody just sent me $2. Let me Sharon, thank you for sending to, but I'm going to send you back your $2 so you can have it. Because I'm about to finish off anyway. But thank you very much. So people really, people don't realize how important it is to stay away from trauma. I don't see you on PayPal. Yeah, paypal.me/King Simon is there. PayPal.me/King Simon. That is me right there. I'm there. Okay, hold on. Somebody just sent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there. I am right there. But people, just stay away from the drama because as we're going into this number 9 year frequency, as we're going into this number 9 year, either we're going to be able to think on higher vibratory levels or people are going to bring you down. And 9 is one of the primary argumentative numbers, especially because now we're in this quote unquote election season. It can bring a lot of emotional backlash if when this society goes low, you need to go high. Let me say that again. When this society goes low, you go high. Keep your mind high, keep your thoughts high. Your world is protected if you know what you're doing. That's why I was listening to Joe Dispenza, and he was talking about that also. Learning how to keep your mind at a higher vibration. Listen to songs and movies and shows and good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibe I keep creating, yeah. Forever loving is life, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Very important, you know. Ray already did it. Ray already did it. Somebody just sent for Ray. Ray already did that. I just did it for Ray already. I already broke down Ray. Telling Ray he gonna have to rewind this. I just broke down the name Ray. It's all right. Ray did he did it already, but thank you anyway. Thank you anyway, Ray. Ray, I did it for him anyway, even though he sent it. Although Ray sent it via super chat. Like I said, super chat, they take out so much money. Oh my God. Ask anybody. They take out money like crazy. So, but thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks. Okay. Oh, thank you very much though. Yeah, but they, super chat be robbing us, yo. They be robbing people. They be robbing people it's like a legal stick up. Super chat is like a legal stick up. Stick it up. This is highway robbery. Johnny Ringo in a dog style. Yo, they stick it up, boy. They stick people up. But thank you anyway, Sharon. Thank you very much for your. Sharon Little, I've seen you before. I've seen your name before. I know we did something with you before. But again, as we're going into this number 9 year, please, please, please stay positive, stay productive. Don't let nobody pull your energy down. Don't let your boyfriend pull your energy down. Don't let your girlfriend pull your energy down. If they're going to try to pull your energy down, they got to get on out. We're in an 8 year going into a 9 year universal cycle. These 2 years are cleansing cycle. The 8 year is recognizing assets and liabilities in your life. The 9 year is a detoxification year. Removal. So if people start realizing that I don't call them no more and I don't talk to them no more and they not talk and I'm good after, because I like to help people. I help people. Some people you see me advertise on my show, sometimes they don't pay me. I just advertise because I'm showing them love. And if I don't see reciprocal energy, I leave them alone. Gotta have reciprocal energy because I do what I do naturally. Because I feel that no promotion is bad promotion. Sometimes you see promotions up here, y'all do it naturally because I feel that they are good people and they need a little boost. And even if people don't buy in, they're being mentioned over and over again so people can, so you won't see the same advertisements every month. I'll run it for a month and then I'll go to somebody else to help them out. And sometimes it's free, sometimes it's paid. Sometimes it's free. I have paid advertisement up here and I got free advertisement up here. So, because I like to help people. I'm a humanitarian, misnomer Aquarius. I love to help people as much as I can now. I do still have family members. I still have grandchildren. I still have, on top of all of that, I understand reciprocal energy. It's all about reciprocating. So some people will try to send me a money request on Cash App and PayPal. I don't know these people from Can of Paint. They've never even contributed to my station or even bought a book. But they never thought about that. If I have 9 children and I have 14 grandchildren, a 15th one coming on, that when they ask me, I have to help. Or like my son, I smacked money in his hand today for his graduation just because he made it. And sometimes if my sons ask me for it and I got it, I just give it to them. These are 9 children. If they ask me for it and I got it, if I don't give them all of it, I give them a portion of it and tell them to ask other people. Because your emergencies should not be my distress. You got to pay rent or you got to pay a car note and all that. I shouldn't have to pay all of it when it was your car note and it was your rent. I shouldn't have to pay all of it. So your emergency shouldn't have to be my distress. Shouldn't be my distress. I'm willing to always give and help, $50 or $100 or $200 here. But if you got I remember a sister did this to me one time. Somebody that's a friend of mine. We've never been in a relationship, nothing. She asked me for $2,000. And I had the $2,000. But you got a whole bunch of family. You got a mother and father still alive. You got friends that you're gonna ask me for $2,000 and tell me I'll pay you in August. No, I sent her $150 or $200 and say, look, hey, I said, look, ask 10 other people to help you out. Don't let your mishandle of money and your mismanagement of money or your misalignment with money become my distress. Don't make your emergency become my stress. Don't let people's emergency become your stress. Don't do it to yourself. That's why I ain't got no gray hairs like that. Gray hairs are trying to show up along this. I ain't got no gray hairs like that. I ain't doing that to myself. I'm not doing that to myself. Reverend Ike, I play Reverend Ike every day. He said, don't let your relative come to your house. Don't enable them. I have friends going through that. I have family members going through that. Don't enable them. They got to get up and do what you do or do something else. Don't enable them. Don't do it to yourself. You may love your family, but the best way you can love someone is to show them how to fish. Show them how to fish for themselves. Don't keep on giving them the fish. Show them how to fish for themselves so they can feed themselves forever. But don't keep on feeding them because they're going to keep on coming back like a stray dog. They're going to keep on coming back. I learned that the hard way. Myself. So those that are going through it, you might love your relatives, you might love your family, you might love your friends. I ain't doing that no more. My house, my apartment, my apartment and condos used to be filled with just people eating our food and all kinds of craziness because I wanted people around me and all that kind of stuff. Look, I cherish my peace of mind more now than ever. I cherish my peace of mind more now than ever. That's why you can go to Instagram and see me smiling. And my friends, my son's friends say my son's friends and cousins are saying, "Yo, he ain't age a bit." I tell them no stress. That's why I'm not aging. I said no stress. Look at it. Let me show y'all a picture. Let me share a screen for y'all. Let me share a screen. Y'all gonna laugh. But look at this. Look at no stress. That's me. That's me over there in the green. That's my son, and that's his mother. We ain't stressing ourselves. We laughing, we joking, we ain't stressing. We're not doing that. Graduation, he's out. He made it. We're happy. She did most of the work. I'm going to admit that. She did most of the work. But this is us. Beautiful, melanated, good-skinned people. Good-skinned people. Good skin. We ain't playing with these people. These are the twins, his friends, his twin friends, man. They came and showed love from other schools. They came to show love to this brother. This my son is something else. He got his ways. He's a number 7, so sometimes he ain't eating his own head. All these guys came from other schools to show him love. You know, that's my son, my oldest son. That's my oldest son there, right there. And that's my youngest son in the blue. My oldest and my youngest. This is the family that came out to show him love. Family and friends that came out. My mother and his grandmother, his other grandmother, me. This is what we came to show love. No stress. That's his uncle right there from his mother's side, and that's his oldest brother again. You know, we came to show love to this young man. You know, no matter what he went through, no matter how hard it was, what he went through, the up and down. Even this school here was an alternative school. But he made it. He ain't dead. He's not in jail. That's what we got. That's the less stress. No stress, family. No stress, no stress, no stress, no stress, no stress. My mother there. No stress. No stress. We ain't stressing nothing, man. I'm not stressing nothing with nobody. That's me, KSP. Yeah, that's me. KSP, that's me. That's me. I am KSP, King Simon. That's me. You know. Well, you know, so it's very interesting. We're not playing games. I'm not playing games. I'm trying to show my own children, don't stress yourself as you're getting older. You want to see a person that was stressed when he was older, when he was younger? Let me show you a person that was stressed when he was younger. Look at this picture right here. That middle picture in the gray picture, the middle picture right there, I was stressed out doing those. I'll tell you the truth. I was going through a lot of stress back in those days. That's when, and that's a night, that picture was taken in 1989, 1990. That middle picture right there, the black and white picture, the middle picture, that picture was taken in 1989, 1990. That picture right there. And when I stopped stressing myself, I started smiling more. Those are the smiles there. Those are the smiley pictures on the side. When I stopped stressing, I started smiling. But I ain't playing with none of these people. Y'all ain't getting me stressed out of the street. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm not letting people stress me out. Woman, man, dog, family, I don't care who you are. I'm not being stressed. If you want to act up and act out, leave me the heck alone. I'm good. That's how I am. Family, children, I don't care who they are. I'm telling you. Somebody sent me a Cash App. I think I sent a PayPal. I'm only doing the first name, Deborah, and this is the last one that I'm doing because I gotta prepare for sessions tomorrow. Williston. Lord have mercy, wait, that's a Caribbean name there, boy. That's a Caribbean name there. Oh God, it's a Caribbean name there. That's a Caribbean name. If I see one, Williston. Yes. Caribbean name there. Whew, there's a lot in that name too. Let me spell it out and write it out. Hold on a second. Let me write it out. I got to do the mathematics to it. Hold on. Okay. Will. This last name I'm doing since Deborah, she's a regular. I'm gonna show her some love, and she follows orders. She does it by Cash App or PayPal. She follows orders. Hold on one second. What the heck? Your name not even registered. Hold on. Let me do the math to it. Willis Dean. Here it is. Willis Dean. Okay. I'm just doing the name. I'm not doing the birthday. Only the name. You know, I'm not doing the birthday. When she's ready to do a full birthday and name, she can call me or text me and let's make it happen. I'm only doing the name. First and foremost. Willistine adds up to 56. The name Willistine adds up to 56 in the Pythagorean system of numerology. And remember, when you do a full session, I do both Pythagorean and Chaldean. I have to look at both sides when I do the fullness of it. Hold on. Let me write down something real quick. Okay. So the name, it adds up to and because it adds up to the master number 11, then the 2, it adds up to 56, which deals with, she has to, whoever's named this, they have to be very careful of anxiety. They got to be very careful of anxiety. And the only way that you're going to calm your anxiety is through balance, spiritual guidance, spiritual balance, because you have the 5, the name Willistine in the Pythagorean adds up to 56. So the 5 can deal with anxiety, nervous issues, nervous breakdowns. The 6 deals with the need to find balance and harmony and not let people throw you off balance, but also be forgiving, because you can attract people that need help and healing a lot, especially relationships. And because 56 adds up to the number 11, Willistine, that's telling me that you're very intuitive. Your dreams could be very vivid if you really pick up on it. You should always write down and jot these things down and let that thing out and don't hold on to things. Also, 11 says that name, the gift of that name, Willistine, says you have the gift of insight You have the gift to turn things into something that can be very fortunate in your life if you are willing to circulate and be assertive about your gifts and talents and put them to work, because it adds up. 11 adds up to a number two that deals with balance and harmony and compassion, but also because of that number two dealing with that part of that balance, partnership, and compassion, you still have to be very careful of second guessing yourself, being indecisive, talking your way out of things, you know, because the letter W adds up to a number five. It's connected to the number five. So there's a certain freedom that you need. There's a certain freedom that you're opened up to, you know. Um, uh, I just told see, I just told people that that was the last one. This was the last one, and somebody named Celestine sent. I just I just said that Willistine was the last one. That was the last one. That was the last. This was the last one. But nobody's listening to King Simon. I don't know why they're not listening to me. Let me finish off with Willistine. Willistine, as I've written down on this paper, you have a lot of fives in your chart. So that also alerts me to let me know that you have to protect your nerves at all costs. You have to protect your nerves at all costs. Hold on one second. Let me put something. Let me scroll something right here. You have to be very careful of your nerves, but always be willing to take the risk. Be adventurous, because that is the lead number. Five N's. You got five. You got an N in your name. You got an E. But five is the leading word, the leading letter, the leading number that says you need to be able to handle changes, develop a certain sense of freedom. You have to be able to be a risk taker, because you doubt a lot of yourself. You doubt your powers. You doubt who you are. You got to stop that. And then the letter I adds up to the number nine, or is connected to the number nine, which is the number of humanitarian, spiritual awareness, and global consciousness, but it's also the number of fearlessness also. So you got the five and the nine, which deals with fearlessness. So you got to recognize, Willistine, that everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything you want to accomplish, especially when you have a lot of fives and a lot of nines in your chart. Everything you want to accomplish is on the other side of fear. The only thing that's allowing you to second guess yourself, or opening you up to second guessing yourself, is because the name Willistine adds up to 56, which equals 11, which equals a 2. And that is the second guessing number. That is the indecisive number. That's the number of indecisiveness. That is the number of indecisiveness. Celestine, I'm going to come to you last, since you put up the funds, and I don't want to be bothered with anybody doing all kinds of stuff. But it's important that you because each letter determines what you need to do in this realm as far as revealing your gift. Remember, the double L's in the name Willistine deals with a healing aspect, not just you needing to heal people, but also healing from what happened in your family, because you've held on to a lot of things from deep inside your soul that may be little triggers every time you see a family member, or see a relationship, or remember your mother, your father. Something could have happened. Whatever happened, you got to forgive and let go and grow. And I know that sometimes that's the hardest thing a person can do. Forgive, let go, and grow. But remember that 33, that double L, adds intensity to the master number 11 that your name adds up to. So when you add 33 plus 11, that adds up to 44. So again, it tells you not only to trust the universe, but be very careful of holding things too deeply into your mind that you overthink and you don't overcome. And I understand you're born on the 4th of October, so that 444 is in there. And 444 can be a powerful vibration to use for establishing yourself, reevaluating yourself, rebuilding yourself, restructuring yourself, realigning of yourself, and being willing to expand, because 444 adds up to that number 12, which deals with expansion and growth through creative aspects and compassionate aspects. But you got to let go of whatever happened in your past. You got to let go. 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 So Willerstein, because it adds up to a number 2 when you break it all down to the 11, which represents harmony within yourself, but harmony with others, balance within yourself, but balance with others, partnership within yourself, but partnership with others. The name Willerstein is of American origin, actually, and it reflects compassion. It reflects creative individuality. It deals with a sense of responsibility and the desire to bring about harmony in your life. But you got to forgive and let go. Got to forgive and let go of the bull crap that's in your thoughts, man. You got to do it. That was the last one I'm going to do is, what's the name here? I hope that helps her. I hope she does a full session with me, because I think I can bring out a lot more, because once I do the Chaldean and I do the Pythagorean together, oh boy, I'm going to pull out a lot more, because I'm only doing the Pythagorean system. But if she does a full session with me, oh, she's going to get a lot. She's going to get a lot more, especially being born on October 4th. Lord have mercy. I know what that can be like. All right, next person. This is the last person. Do not circulate any more funds. This is the last person I'm doing. Her name is, this is the last person that I'm doing. Last person, Celestine. I'm just dealing with the name, because remember, the names reveal the talents, skills, and gifts that you came or possibly came to offer on this planet. And you may think and sometimes a lot of us people don't tap into our gift because we're waiting for some aha moment. You're waiting for an aha moment. You're waiting for sunshine and lights to flash and bring your gift to you, when you've already been born with your gift. Your name reveals it. Your birthday reveals the lessons of your life in conjunction with your gifts and what you need to do, and it adds more strength to it. That's the beauty of understanding the numbers. Beauty of understanding the numbers. So Celestine, man, you got a lot of communication numbers. Got a lot of communication numbers when I looked at it. And your name adds up to the number 43. The name Celestine in the Pythagorean system. In the Chaldean system, it may be different. I'm not doing the Chaldean right now. I'm doing the Pythagorean. It's the easiest, quickest way to get to what I got to go to right now. But if I did the Chaldean, it adds more. That's why I suggest people do full sessions with me, because I do Chaldean and Pythagorean when it comes to name. Although sometimes the Chaldean is one that you use. Those are that when the nicknames come up, or the names that's mostly used is important. But it's called, because you could be called Celeste for short instead of Celestine, and then I would use the Chaldean and the Pythagorean to break it down. But in your name, Celestine, you have the C and the L, which deals with creative expression and communication. So learning how to master your creativity and then express it into some type of business. Remember, it's 90% business, 10% show. It's just like doing an art show. The art, you already did the 90% of the work by producing the art. The show is just going to be there for a day or hour. It might be just for a few hours. That's the 10%. But it's the 90% that Celestine has to develop because her first name deals with that creative, expressive, and communication number, but the need to expand and grow. And then because she has a lot of E's and N's in her name, that is the number 5 that deals with change and adaptability and overcoming certain things, but the willing to expand her brand or expand herself, the willingness to travel and move and do all. She has a whole lot of 5. So that's definitely the movement number. You got to travel and move and do what you got to do, whether it's in the city, from one city to another, or traveling overseas. That's going to be very important because the name Celestine adds up to a number 7, which is a overseas number. But if you're going overseas, because your name Celestine adds up to the 43, which deals with foundation and expression, which equals the 7, that means if you're traveling overseas, you're there to lay a foundation, you're there to express and receive the expression of what you're getting overseas. But the 7 is also saying do the necessary research in what you want to accomplish when you're traveling. Always take pictures and document things. That's the gift that you have if you use the gift. Also, because you have the S, which deals with the S, which is interesting. The S is also one of the one energy frequencies that deals with, let me go back, one energy in the Pythagorean system deals with the one energy sequence, but you got to remember S is where S is, let me see, S is the number 19 in numerology. So the number 19 in numerology is the number that says you're supposed to shine light onto things. Shine light and life onto things. And that's where that's where your powers is to shine light and life onto things that you want to accomplish. And don't second guess yourself. Also, because of the N and because of the I, that deals with humanitarian and service, things that you're supposed to do for humanity, things that you're supposed to help people with, to serve the greater purpose with. And because you have the N and the E, that also leads with more freedom and change and movement and all that. So everything you do, it has to be with movement. You wouldn't do well. In other words, you wouldn't do well in just an office setting, like working for somebody. You really probably need to work by yourself or work in your home or work where your mind is at peace. Something like cooking or driving or something like that. Anything that keeps a peace of mind, that's what you have to work with. Making jewelry, whatever you need to do. Those are the type of things that you need to do, So, Celestine, I hope that helps you in some way. And remember, that was the last person. That was the last person. That was the last person. And remember, please do book a session with me. I'm serious about what I do. Very conscientious of what I do. Remember, I deal with the conscientious community, not the conscious community. I changed it up. I have changed it up. No more conscious community. I'm the conscientious conscious community. CCC, baby. Conscious community. The conscientious conscious community. CCC, baby. That's 333. That's the number 9. That's about higher levels of understanding, higher levels of understanding and development, and doing what is right in this community. The conscientious conscious community. The conscientious conscious community. Conscientious means doing what is right. That's what I'm striving to do, thriving to do. Do what is right. And my job is to be the numerovator, to help people as much as they want to be helped. Because you can get all this information via email after I send it to you, and you still won't do nothing with it because some people are lazy. Some people are lazy. Some people don't want to. They want to stay waddling in the mud of their life. Remember that old story about a dog that sat on a nail, and the dog kept on moaning and groaning. He's sitting on a nail now, mind you. The dog's sitting on a nail. He keeps moaning and groaning. And one day a guy asked the owner, why is the dog moaning and groaning? The dog, the owner says he's moaning and groaning because he's sitting on a nail. He's laying on a nail. So the guy asks, why don't he get up off the nail? He said, because it doesn't hurt him enough for him to get off the nail. So he sits there and moan and groan because he's sitting on a nail. If you're going to keep on doing that with yourself, I heard that with Les Brown years ago. So it's not my story. It's an old story. Les Brown passed it on to us at a class years ago. And you hear it. It's probably on one of his tapes. But you could be like that dog constantly laying down on this piece of nail. You know it's paining you, but it's not hurting you enough for your ass to get up. That's the problem. It's not hurting you enough. What does it take for you to get up and do? What is it going to take for you to get up and do? I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything for you. What is it going to take for you to do something? Come on now. So true. Yeah, it's so true. You got people that just sit there and don't do nothing. It's like you're wasting breath, but the universe wastes nothing in this universe. Nothing is wasted. A homeless person may think that he's wasting time just sitting there and just begging. But nothing is wasted in this universe. You could throw a piece of paper on the ground and you think that's waste. But nothing is wasted in this universe. Something is taking up some type of space. And things are constantly moving in this universe. So on that note, family, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming on and showing me love in multiple ways. And if you just want to donate, just donate to show love. And remember, if those that did send a donation, if you are going to book a full session or either the 10 to 15 minute session, or you're doing the full 30-minute to 35 or 40-minute session, whatever you donated, I'll take off of that price. I'll take off of the price of what it costs for that 15-minute or that 30-minute session. So yeah, and plus, again, I will send a write-up of the first name or the full name, depending on which one y'all pay for. Just letting you know which one y'all circulate. So just send me the receipt or send me a copy that what you sent, or send me the or send me the photocopy, or not Photoshop. What is it? Snapshot of what you did pay today, and then I will take off that amount off of the payment of doing the session that you're going to do with me. All right. Like I said, I'm very serious about it, and it can be draining. As you can see, I'm a little fatigued because I've been out all day and doing all. Then I went downtown. I thought the movie theater was open downtown. They closed down downtown Brooklyn, so I just sat down and ate a little something, and then I came back uptown Brooklyn, you know. But just remember, family, numbers are one of the symbolic languages of the Creator for guidance. It's just one of them. Just one of them. Just one of them. You got other ones. You got religious ones. You got spiritual ones. That's just one of them. Just one of them. So take advantage of the numbers. Take advantage of your astrology. Take advantage of your cardology. Take advantage of your cartomancy. Take advantage of every system that can help you be your best in this realm. Take advantage of it while people are still here, while people are still alive. Take advantage of this sister here, my sister Carrie Ann Ingram and her tarot breakdown. Take advantage of cardology, astrology, and numerology with Nina Diamond. When you take advantage of Lloyd Strayhorn. Take advantage of Lloyd Strayhorn and get your sessions done with him too. Definitely take advantage of me and what I do. Definitely take, because I'm doing this at a whole nother level. I'm telling you, I'm doing it at a whole nother level. People are reaching out from people that I didn't even know were watching me, is reaching out to me. I can't believe that there's other people that just reach me out, hitting me up. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Make sure you take my course on Udemy. Go to udemy.com and put in numerovation, and you could take my introductory course. And if you want to do the 8-hour course, you just text me and let me know. Remember, get all my books on Amazon. Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. Numbers are simple. Children's health is important. And no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. All of them have some type of numbers breakdown in it. This book, Amazon been giving me a runaround. So I might go to another platform. I might go to Lulu with this book. I might go to 48-hour books with this book. I had good rapport with them, but Amazon been giving me a runaround. I guess they don't like the Black History thing that I break down in there. I don't know what's going on in there. It is what it is. Who cares? I know I'm gonna get it printed because I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up. Period. I'm going with this book. This is a children's book. It's ready to come out. All right. And the audio book is still, we already recorded the audio book. It's just time. I just need to edit. Just have to have time to edit all 3 to 5 hours of it. All right. So on that note, family, remember, vote for your brother. Vote for me. Vote for me. Vote for me. 954-245-0086. Vote for me for the ForbiddenKnowledgeAwards.com. That's ForbiddenKnowledge.com/second annual award. Remember, it's been sold out. The Gathering of the Masters is sold out. Brother Rich and I spoke about it yesterday. We had Brother Phil Valentine come about talking about the last Gathering of the Master. It's been sold out. 1,000 people capacity. 1,000 people. It's about 1,000. It's about 1,000. About 1,000. That venue holds a lot. Put it like that. And he wants to create a spillover room, and he wants to do an after party. So whatever Rich is doing, I'm doing it with him. We're going to do it. We're going to do it till we're satisfied. But you can start paying for your tickets July 1st for these. The tribute to Dick Gregory and Baba Ashra Kwesi. That's tribute to Dick Gregory, Baba Ashra Kwesi. We're looking to have Mark Gregory, his nephew, to come in and do a whole comedy show for us while we have Dr. B and everybody else coming in to say a few words about Dick Gregory and play a few things and have a few laughs with Dick Gregory and what he meant to us. All right? We're trying to do that. And make sure you support Carrie Ann Ingram's jewelry and her Reiki, distant Reiki. And again, make sure you check out cardology, astrology, and numerology with levinuniversity.com. My dear friend, Nina Diamond, Nina Durham, and of course, Lloyd Strayhorn. Big up to him, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Check out my son's studio, Green Studio NYC. That's Green Studio NYC. And this Wednesday, myself and Carrie Ann should be coming up this Wednesday. I got to let her know if I can do it, because I might be traveling. I might be traveling to go visit a friend of mine who are family members who went through cancer. And I want to make sure they all right, because they survived cancer. So I want to make sure they all right. All right, family. Oh, man, this has been a beautiful, beautiful moment in history. This has been another beautiful moment in history. I want to thank each and every one of y'all that contributed. I want to say congratulations to my son again. I want to say congratulations to my son one more time. You know, stay focused. Stay focused on what you got to do and how you got to do things. Just be your greatest self, man. I can't say it enough to say, strive to be your greatest self, man. It's just put in that joyful work. Put it in, put the work, man. Put the work in, man. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Big up to people like Dr. Shakira. She putting in the work in her own way. People like Abundance Child, Queen of Four. You know Queen do her work. Big up to Brother Rich. Big up to Billy Carson and all of them just doing their work. Elizabeth, his wife. Rich and his wife. Phil Valentine and their wife and his wife. Yo, they doing the work, man. Do your work. That's all you got to do. Do your work. All right? Take care. Y'all be safe. Be great. Stay strong. Stay focused. And I hope to see y'all at the award show. Since the Gathering of the Masters is sold out, y'all need to come to the award show and come hang out with us for the whole weekend from the 3rd to the 4th. Come and hang out with Billy, myself, and all the celebrities that's going to be there for the whole weekend. Come on out. Let's do it. I want to see y'all there. Y'all be strong. Y'all be focused. I'll see y'all next time.
Hey Hey everyone, it's Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge. I am thrilled to introduce to you an extraordinary weekend event happening right here in Miami, Florida on August 3rd and 4th. It's none other than the second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards weekend. After the tremendous success of last year's event with over 1,200 attendees from around the globe, we knew we had to make this year's event even more spectacular. On Saturday, we have a captivating conference lined up featuring world-renowned speakers such as Muhammad Ibrahim, Merkaba 13, Robert Grant, Billy Carson, and a women's panel hosted by Elizabeth Carson. Following the conference, we'll set sail for a VIP yacht cruise at sunset where you'll have the chance to mingle with your favorite nominees and celebrity guests, all hosted by yours truly, Billy Carson. On Sunday, August 4th, kicks off with a Forbidden Knowledge book publishing signing event, followed by the highly anticipated second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards. This is a red carpet affair, so come dressed to impress. Remember, last year we surprised a lucky guest with an Audi A4 during the awards, and this year we're upping the ante with a chance to win a Mercedes-Benz. So make sure you secure your tickets early. This event is sure to sell out quickly. I cannot wait to see each and every one of you there for what promises to be an unforgettable weekend.
Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now. Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and the powerful, when in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, motivation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%, the poor or prosperous righteous teachers. You gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the class.